you are wasting your time on pad work.
What? How could he say that? Pad work is one of the most beneficial activities for a boxer to do.
Now hold on just 1 second before you click away and label me as the spoiled meat of the boxing community. If your pad work is this stationary activity where you're practicing moves and you're not working on your angles, your footwork, and your ring IQ, then this statement is true. Pad work has the chance to be one of the most beneficial things that a boxer can do for their training. So let's make sure you're getting the most out of your pad work. Let's roll the intro, then I'm going to give you 4 things that you can do while doing your pad work to make sure that it's not a waste of your time. If you're like me, then your schedule is packed tight. And when you're training, you need to be locked in and you need to be getting the most out of that training. So that leads me right to point number 1. Make your pad work intentional. There should be a clear objective when you're going through the round with your training partner or with your coach. Working specifics will help you hone in on those deficiencies so that you can correct it. But obviously we don't want to be one-dimensional, so let's keep it a little broad. For example, if you're doing a pad work round and you're working on your jab, then work different speeds, work different variations, work different angles, but keep the focus of the exercise in mind. Doing everything in the book will quickly lead to an overload, and instead of being intentional, boxers tend to turn on that autopilot and just cruise through it. Point number 2, don't be robotic. What I mean by this is you don't have to sit and wait. And then when your coach says go and you throw your jab and then you just sit and wait again. Don't do this. I want you to be flowing. You should be stepping. You should be moving, working your angles, throwing your feints, working that overall ring IQ and what you would be doing when you're actually in the ring. Then when coach says 1-2, you throw your 1-2 and you're out of there. You're moving. You're getting to the next spot so you can make your next shot. Point number 3 is to work light and work loose. Pad work is not the time to be giving it your all, not sitting down and throwing all you got into your punches. Pad work is the perfect time to check the timing of your punches, check your rotation, check your form, make sure that you're perfecting everything that you're doing. If you're trying to knock your training partner's mitt off his hand every time you throw a punch, if you're trying to KO his hand, then your focus is in the wrong place. And you're just being a dick. You're not going to prove anything to me if you smack my hand as hard as you can, but you do it with dog shit form and dog shit technique. I want you to hone in so you can be proficient in these areas and proficient on this technique. Save the power for the bag. Point number 4 is actually more for the pad holder, but if your training partner is doing this, then you need to stop them. It's to not be a friend, but be a training partner. Now obviously this depends on the level of each training partner. I'm not gonna go hold pads for Canelo and then critique his technique or tell him how he should be doing something. However, if you're letting mistakes go and then you're worshiping this person, oh good shot, oh so hard, oh so heavy, you're not doing anything for him. You're just enforcing these bad habits and these bad techniques. Every time you throw these shots, it ingrains in your brain a little bit more. And we're here to get better and get rid of those bad habits, not reinforce them. We're not holding pads for the gram, or holding pads to help our training partner get better, just like they're doing the same thing for us. If they're dropping their hands, they're not turning over their punches, maybe they're not pivoting their feet, call them out. Hold them accountable to their training and to their technique so that they can get better. Now, you're not the coach, so you need to know your line. Obviously, this isn't the time to go changing their game plan or changing things that their coach told them to do. But there are certain fundamental rules across the board for boxing, and these are the things that you can target. That's all I have for you, ladies and gents. So let me know, is your pad work a waste of your time? If so, well, now you know how to fix it, and I hope that you do, because this is all just to make you a better boxer or better at the combat sport that you're engaged in. Do me a favor, don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful. And maybe this doesn't do something for you, but maybe you can share it with a friend. Share it with the guy that you're holding pads with, that every time you do it, he's trying to knock your hand out. Like I said, that's all I got. So as always, thanks for tuning in to Punch Club.